Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to another series of Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue with KCM 2025 Season 4. This is gonna be week 1 and set number 6. On the way here, my favorite map, Roaring Current, and again, Protoss versus Zerg. So many benchmark Protoss versus Zerg games, so we know exactly what things will be looking like. And on the Sunday's final, we have a lot of people, saying on the various forums that they want to buy a ticket to the final. We've had one player, one audience rather, who said that you give me shout out in the studio. Actually, don't give me shout out in the studio because I am on the Caspas and Soup and I don't know, Korean Interpol most wanted list. So if you just mention my name, this is something that in my country we call it pull the string in the forest. It basically means, for example, you're in the forest and you set a trap, right, for the bears or for the snakes or whatever, and you pull the string too early and the bell rings and the animal runs away. So I'm feeling perfectly fine in my little jungle here, so don't give me a shout out, man. If you give me a shout out, the police might come out to my channel and do something strange. So that's right, don't give me a shout out, but you can give a code name. So don't say Namcraft. What is a good thing you can say? You can call me the Count of Monte Cristo. That's right. Anyone who's going to be in the ASL finals, say shout out to the Count of Monte Cristo. And if I see that, I would know that you're referring to me. So I think that's much better than calling me the handsome guy or something like that, right? Anyways, Jaedong versus Stork on Roaring Current. Interesting map. Stork located at the bottom left with a forge opening. Jaedong at the top right, and he's gone for... Is this overpull? I think it seems like it's overpull. Jury Sensei, if I make a mistake, please correct me. I will never learn. I'm like one of those mentally disabled children, who can never learn despite how much training, how much knowledge I'm supposed to receive. Anyways, a good pylon blocking. I'm not so sure if this is worth it for Stork, but he will cancel it because way too many Zerglings. And he will have enough money to go for Nexus after they cancel it. He does cancel it. Nexus will come down. And on this map, there's just so many crazy stuff that the Zerg player could pull off. It's so insane. Early aggression with Zerling. Of course, in the late game, in the mid game, we might see massive mutas. At some point we're going to be seeing drops, but okay, Stork is doing a good job to deny the third base, and Zerlings are forced to either come back or to confront the cannon. Another mana pylon. What do we have on the block? It looks like the block is not enough. Okay, there's going to be a bit of a block. Zerlings will try to go in. Stork's not paying attention. He's going to be losing a first probe. He might lose a few more. Doesn't lose anything at all. He loses only one probe. The Zerlings will try to go inside the main, but not successfully. So all of the Zerlings die. Stork has done it. We had a boy. Stork, and his scouting probe is still alive. So I guess it is going to be the moment to show Stork's wife. That's right. So this is what Stork will receive if he does well. I mean, tonight. I mean, not tonight because this series has been finished already. So last night, Stork would have received some nice boom sexy time from this lady. I think her name is Juji or something. I don't know what is her name. Juji, right? So that's her. And... So, I don't know. I have to check Stork's stream later to see if he's feeling satisfied or not. But, with that in mind, why don't we show Stork player card? Just to, just completely show you what he is. So, Stork Subingu, named Dinotos, born in 1988, 37 years old. He's very tall, 180 centimeters tall. He used to play for Samsung Khan. Now he belongs to the YB University. He's got a very large follower base on Africa TV and YouTube, both over 1,000 subscribers. He has been in 14 ASLs, not counting the Van ASLs. And he's got ASL point only 2,700, not very high. I think Flash's got about 6,000 ASL points and Mini's got about 8,000 ASL points. I think Soki's got something like 20,000 now. Anyways, his ELO scores have been lackluster last year. This year slightly better. Okay, what is this? A lot of Zerglings. This is once again a signature move, and Zerling with speed has completed. They will completely disappear from this Zealot's vision. What can Stork do? He need to have a second Zealot to block, and we might have a cannon. Looks like the probe is not putting in the cannon. The Zerlings are almost making it way across the map, and he's gonna have to block here. Where's the Zealot? The Zealot not coming up. The Zealot is here to block, and Stork is gonna hold it for a while. Zelle is gonna like, how good is the reaction? How fast is the reaction? He needs to react fast. He's trying to block it. Looks like Zerling is gonna come to. Do we have more Zealot? No, we have more Zerling. Excuse me. We don't have more. We have 4 Zerling with speed getting inside the main, and Stork has got a few probes not mining correctly. Cannon's gonna come down. But this is not massive Zerling, just a small burst of Zerling. Looks like the Zerlings are going to try to attack onto the pylon. Here, Stork is going to try to run the rest of his probes away, and more Zerlings are streaming across the map. But I think it's not possible. He might want to go and bust the front. There's a Zealot blocking though, and looks like Jaedong gets pushed back. He loses another pair of Zerling, which is not good. The Zealot getting mixed in here incorrectly. The probes are finally killed out the rest of the Zerling, so that's good. Where is the Spire? We don't have the Spire. We have Hydrodent and a 4th hatchery. Maybe we might have a 5th hatchery soon, but I think the Corsair will be able to actually hunt down a few Overlords. But where are they? Where are they? They are here. There's one here. There's something in the middle, right? I think this is an Overlord right here. But that cannon in the main was useless because there are no mutas. There are no Mutalisks. So, okay, that's going to be the Spire. Okay, interesting. Very late Spire. I've seen this build from Soma a few times. I don't understand what is this kind of build. How can you have both Hydra and Spire very fast, and sometimes we see Overlord with speed as well, and then the Zerg player comes up with a crap tons of forces, both Mutas and Hydras at the same time. It's so insane. I'm not even so sure how that is doable, but it is. So anyways, we shall see. We will discover together this Sunday for the first time. Maybe we will uncover together the Soma build. Okay, Robo is a reasonable thing to do on this map. The Corsair once again looking for Overlords, and there are about 4 here. The Spire is very delayed, and Stork will try to scout it. Of course, you need to be going for Spire on this map because this map is air, right? Anyways, looks like Stork is not able to see this Spire, but he will come back with another Corsairs. Okay, he doesn't come back. He doesn't come back. It is interesting. You know what? One of the theories I have about mind games in Starcraft is that sometimes you suspect that the enemy has gone for a specific build, but you purposely don't scout it, right? And you just react as if that is a confirmed fact. And then at the very last moment, you come in and scout it, and that just completely spoils the fun for your enemy. For example, I can say that I suspect there's a hidden base, right? But I let it come up. I don't even scout it, but I will react as if, I'm ready in case there's a hidden base. I will be ready. I will be ready to snipe it. And so that's what I do. And the moment that the hidden base becomes active, coming in, kill it right away. I don't even know that it was up there. But anyways, Scourge is going to get sniped. One of the Corsair takes a hit there, but there's still dual Scourges waiting to dive in. It looks like Stork will lose a Corsair. What is he doing? He was being very, very careless. Does he even have double Stargate? He has a single Stargate. Okay, actually, I like single Stargate on Roaring Current now because I think double Stargate is a big commitment. And it's going to be a lot better for you to try to minimize the Corsair loss than to try to go for crap tons of Corsairs and, slow down your tech progression. You need to be also advancing your tech along the, the tech tree. Anyways, looks like Scourges is going to come out. Another Corsair has come out and sniping. It looks like the Scourges will try to find that shadow. And another Corsair down. So that is going to force Stork to come back because he loses 2 Corsairs. And he's going to be down to just 4 Corsairs. Not enough. Not enough. And he's going to back up. He's going to be better. Just expand. I think he's expanded already. And it looks like Jaedong's going to be coming up for another base as well. I mean, this rivalry in the old days is, of course, the heavily sorted rivalry. In the new days, it's no longer that heavily sorted. Hydras are coming out. Do we have a Reaver? We have one Reaver. I think it's just enough to hold for now because most of the Hydras are forced to stay back. And you can see the Shadow hiding all the way to the bottom right here. Maybe he's waiting for Shadow with speed. He's coming across the map now. What does he have inside? I think he's got a Shadow and Reaver. The Scourges are not able to see. And there's a Shadow and Reaver. Shadow with speed comes through and the Scourges are missing the Shadow. And he will land a great shot here. How good is the shot and how fast is the reaction? He lands some Zealot maybe. He's going to be going for it. The Shadow takes a great... No, that's a dud. That's so unfortunate. The Scourges are not attacking correctly, but it's going to be an attack in the main. The Shadow go for some nice Reaver shot. 4 kills. He might get a few more. The Zealot's not doing anything at all. The Shadow takes a few hits, and the Shadow gets sniped with whatever the cargo is inside. I think he kills a total of 6 drones in total. Not good enough, man. Not good enough, Stork. And he needs to remake another Shadow to actually, saturate his brand new base. His brand new base doesn't have any probes right now. He's forced to actually make probes like one by one. But I think the next thing he will make from his robotics will be a shuttle because it's got double reavers now. And on this other map, Jaedong is coming up to 4 bases very, very nicely. And if you know anything at all, this map, the Zerg will take this base. I mean, it's been worked out so well that this base will go to Zerg at the 9 o'clock. So we're going to be having a small encroachment here, and looks like Stork loses only one corset. Not bad. He could be losing a lot more, but now he's going to be able to pick up a lot of the probes and more get quicker. This is the right build here. Maybe Snow will be learning from Stork. Not going massive Shadow and Reaver, but actually just thinking go for the ground forces when the Overlord is able to scout it. Nicely done from Jaedong. The shuttle has landed on the other side of the islands with a lot of probes, so that's good. One of you guys have suggested the best way to play this map is to take this base for Protoss right here, right in the middle, and use it as a springboard to kind of, harass this top base. And that is the way for you to keep the Zerg player pinned in, because they cannot move out. The moment they move out, oh my god, what is Stork doing? He finally pays attention at the last minute, so that's good. Anyways, I think Stork need to make sure all of his cores are alive and maybe go for battery. I think battery would not be such a bad idea on this map. Anyways, Hydras are coming up in large number. I think Stork, what does he have? Templar Archive or just City of Adun? I'm not so sure. But having the opening with Reavers and then switching back into High Templars is a right idea to play on this map, I think. But now, of course, one of the question is how can you scout all of those islands? Right? I mean, this is all about scouting the islands. And it's so easy for the Zerg side to take an island. It's only 300 minerals to put on a hatchery. It's a lot more costly for the Protoss player to put down a hatchery. It looks like there's going to be a duo drop and mutualist attack here. That is completely unspotted. The 2 Reavers actually used to support this attack, but only 2 cannons. And the attack will come in from both sides. What is the vision of Stork? He's got to be careful. Looks like there's going to be an attack. And of course, he's going to try to pull back here. And he's going to try to go for the attack. Looks like a lot of Scourges going to come out to snipe the Shadow. The Shadow is still alive. The Reaver does some great shot, though. He needs to pick up both the Reaver. He picks up how many Reavers? He picks up, no, one of the Reavers is damaged. He's going to try to go to the side. And all of the Scourges have died. How did that happen? How the hell did that happen? And now Stork will lose this game. And Jaedong is looking very solid. Very, very solid. I think maybe roaring current or will be boring current from now on, because it's impossible for Protoss to win. But anyways, I guess Protoss will do a final push here with largely just Dragoons. He doesn't even have anything else. He's gonna try to push these units back. He's got a few observers. He doesn't even have Shadow. Doesn't have any more Corsairs. Sunkens are coming up, but this will be very tough for Stork here. He's got only Dragoons. If he's got High Templars, it would be a much better fight. But of course, he can't even afford High Templars because the moment he makes 100, they will all get sniped. But he's got upgrades. He's got +1 weapons and +1 armor. And he moves across the map. He needs to actually clear as many Overlords as possible because they were just wasting time and space. Look at how small Stork's army is compared to the army from Jaedong. Jaedong is also leading. And that's going to be something. The Shadow is going to get sniped. Shadow is still alive though. Looks like the observers, excuse me, the Hydra is going to try to snipe one of the units. And the Shadow is gone. But the Reaver is still doing some great shot at the last minute. The Reaver is gone. But Stork's got observers or not? He doesn't have observers. What the hell? How can he engage this attack without any observers? Overlords are trying to find an observer and snipe it. But that Overlord has been destroyed. And now I think Jaedong is doing just fine. He's got his 5 bases. Stork is in no position to challenge Jaedong anywhere on this map. Mutual is just gonna clear one of the probes here. But finally we have the observer. But Dragoons against Hydras is exactly what Jaedong wants. And as you can see, the Hydras can easily target the Dragoons. So this game is nicely played by Jaedong. And I think Roaring Current has not been yet solved by Protoss. Protoss have not solved this map. I don't know who will solve it eventually, but Bisu has tried and he has not successfully solved it 100%. Snow has tried, but still not successfully solved it 100%. There are just way too many variables on this map. What is this? Where's the observer? And now Stork is back. He's behind by about 10 supply. Or maybe not 10 supply, but just a few supply. There's the observer. You can see it coming across the map. But that's it. I mean, this bridge is so easy. So easy for Zerg to actually come across. And there are the double lurkers and Stork is not paying attention. He loses a lot of probes. Not that he cares because he actually doesn't have much mining in the main and the expansion anyways. The cannons will fall, and the lurker is still going forward. Stork still not yet realized the crap hole that he's in. He will GG soon. So thanks a lot for your support in the last 30 days, and I will see you in the next set. Bye-bye.